Bloxburg has been around for many years, and there have been tons of players that joined the community then suddenly left. So today I'm going to talk about Bloxburg players that disappeared. Before the video starts, thank you for 170,000. I'm trying to reach 200,000 by the end of 2024, so if you could subscribe and help me out, I'd really appreciate it. But with that being said, let's start with the first missing player. Anix is probably a name that a lot of you recognize. His first public video was posted on July 1st, 2018, and it was a speed build. Actually, most of his first videos were speed builds, and occasionally he would post a tutorial. That would change in August of 2019 though, where he started posting some more creative video ideas. These new unique ideas, as well as his previous speed builds, led to him reaching 100,000 subscribers in 2020. From then on, Anix kept posting viral videos, such as renovating the starter house, building a hotel, sneaking into houses, and so many more. Each of his videos would receive hundreds of thousands of views, most of which actually received over 1 million. Anix kept this momentum up and everything seemed to be going great, but behind the scenes, he was slowly getting burnt out. And this reached a point where Anix was no longer enjoying making these videos. Instead of it feeling like a hobby, uploading felt more like a task. This burnout caused his upload schedule to become a lot less consistent, which eventually led to his last video, which as of right now is building a one-story house. Ever since this upload, Anix's channel has been silent. So where did he go? Well, something that most people don't know is that Anix had a second passion, which is programming. A year after he posted his last video, he created a new channel named Tunix. This channel focuses on creating Roblox games and explaining how they were made. And from watching just a few of his videos, you can tell that he is very talented. So to sum all of this up, Anix had extreme success on his main channel and quickly became one of the biggest Bloxburg YouTubers. As he kept making videos over the years, he got burnt out and quit posting to focus on his bigger passion, programming. Anix still makes appearances in many of Faulty and French Rose's videos, so although he disappeared on YouTube, he is still very much part of the Bloxburg community. The next name we have on the list is Coeptus. For those of you who somehow don't know who Coeptus is, he is the one that created Bloxburg. Coeptus made every update from the day Bloxburg's production began up until the end of 2022. That's because, in late 2022, Coeptus made headlines for selling Bloxburg to Embracer for 100 million USD. His reasoning behind selling the game was to get more developers that could produce larger updates more frequently. That's because before selling the game, the only Bloxburg developers were Coeptus, Froggy, and a few other people that would occasionally help out. And running a multi-million-dollar game as a two-man company is not the easiest job. So he decided to sell the game to Embracer because they would have more funds and resources to get talented developers that would in return make the game more enjoyable. After Coffee Stain obtained the game, Coeptus released a statement on his Twitter account. This statement was to reassure the community that nothing bad would happen to Bloxburg. And if you were there around that time, you would know that there was a lot of speculation on what Coffee Stain would do. After releasing this statement, Coeptus went silent everywhere. If you were on Twitter before the game was purchased, you would know that Coeptus used to retweet a lot of the community's builds. But now, Coeptus only retweets posts from the official Bloxburg Twitter page, and he isn't really involved in the community anymore. Twitter was pretty much Coeptus's only way of communication to the public, and now that the account does not interact with people anymore, it feels like he just disappeared. Don't quote me on this, but I believe that Coeptus still works on the game behind the scenes, but I have no clue what he does or how involved he is. Coeptus has always been a really anonymous person, but now that we have even less information on what he's up to, it seems like he just went missing. Zilgon is a very well-known Bloxburg YouTuber that one day went missing without any explanation. Zilgon posted his first Bloxburg video in July of 2018, where he created a backyard for his house. A year of making videos later, and he posted how I got over $20 million on Bloxburg, which was his first viral video that currently sits at 1.8 million views. Ever since then, he's been consistently posting Bloxburg videos and growing his channel. He's also had some pretty big collaborations, like Last to Stop Working wins 10,000 Robux, and Last YouTuber to Stop Cooking wins 10,000 Robux. That's a lot of Robux. And all of this effort he put in leads to 2021, when Zilgon reached 100,000 subscribers. But he didn't stop there. Zilgon kept posting and made multiple viral videos that grew his channel even more. This kept going until one video that he posted on November 6th of 2022. This $5 million mansion has everything. After posting the video, he disappeared without ever telling anyone where he went. For all we know, he could have gotten a new job, started a business, or maybe he just got burnt out. I guess we'll never know, except we will, because I asked him. Zilgon said that he left because of school, but he does plan on coming back. So that means the unknown reason of why he quit is no longer a mystery. And maybe sometime in the future, he'll be back with new content. But until then, Zilgon is considered a Bloxburg YouTuber that disappeared. Hyper is the biggest YouTuber on this list that disappeared from the community, but his story is a little bit different. Dylan's first Bloxburg video was an interesting one, and it was posted in the middle of 2017. Over the next year, he posted very few Bloxburg videos, until mid-2018, when he found out Bloxburg videos were getting a ton of views. He began posting hundreds of Bloxburg roleplay videos, and most of them would easily receive over 1 million views. They were doing so well that he made a second channel in 2020 named Hyper Plays, where he would also post Bloxburg videos that gained hundreds of thousands of views. After years of posting Roblox videos on his main channel, Dylan switched it up in 2020 and moved to IRL kids content, up until a year ago, when he suddenly disappeared. He kept posting Bloxburg videos on Hyper Plays though, up until 7 months ago, when he also suddenly disappeared. And ever since then, Dylan has never posted a video on either of those channels. So why did he stop? Well, in 2022, Dylan made another channel for IRL content, but this one was different. This channel was made for eating food, and while that might sound a bit interesting, it worked really well. These new videos are not targeted towards a younger audience, which means anyone at any age can watch them and enjoy them, which led to a lot of viral videos. So to sum all of this up, Dylan quit making Roblox videos on both of his channels to focus on an IRL channel that is a lot more enjoyable. Although he did quit posting Roblox videos on YouTube, he hasn't entirely left the Bloxburg community. This is because his girlfriend, Carrie, still posts Bloxburg videos, and Dylan appears in many of them. So while Dylan is technically still here, he isn't seen as much in the public eye, which makes people believe that he has disappeared from the Bloxburg community. If you played Bloxburg during the pandemic, you definitely know who Matsbxb is. Matt started his channel around late 2018, and at this time he mostly posted tutorials, money farms, update leaks, and update predictions. Since he was posting consistently during the pandemic, he was able to grow his channel very fast, and one thing Matt's liked to do was host big events. So around this time period, there was one specific event he ran that significantly boosted his channel, and that was the Bloxburg map revamp. Matt's gathered a bunch of Bloxburg players and began building a new map in November of 2020, and at the beginning of 2021, the map was finished. Matt had already posted multiple progress videos that gained hundreds of thousands of views, and people were excited to see the finished product. So he released the map to the public, and it did amazing. Multiple large YouTubers posted videos touring the map, which in return boosted the game to be a huge success. A little while later, and the game reached almost 1 million visits, and Matt's also reached 100,000 subscribers. But now that the map revamp was over, he needed to find new content. So he moved towards build battle videos and even hosted a huge 100,000 Robux tournament named Bloxburg Build League, or BBL for short. This tournament lasted for a few months and was also very successful. But one day, Matt randomly privated all of his videos and disappeared. A little later, he released this statement on Twitter that said he no longer had motivation for Bloxburg and he needed to spend his time focusing on school. He also announced that he was working on a Roblox game that would release soon, and that game would turn out to be RoadTube Life. When RoadTube Life released, there was only a few hundred players, but over the course of a few days, it drastically increased and eventually there were over 60,000 concurrent players. This game, just like every other event, was a huge success, and over the next few years, Mats would release more big games such as Car Factory Tycoon and Super League Soccer, which as of right now is so big that iShowSpeed live streamed the game. So to conclude this part of the video, Mats did disappear from the Bloxburg community, but he left for a good reason that eventually became a really smart decision. DFieldMark is a name you probably haven't heard in a while, and that's because he was very popular during the early years of Bloxburg. Mark's first Bloxburg video was, just like Hyper's, an interesting one, which as of right now was posted 7 years ago, and over the next few years he would post a variety of Roblox games as well as hundreds of Bloxburg house tours. These house tours did really well, and he would often get over 100,000 views on each video. But around 2019, he began taking breaks between uploads, uploads, and nobody knew why. As you can see, he posted "A Prince Lives Here" on August 1st, 2019, and the next upload on his channel is a Minecraft video he posted on January 6th, 2020. That is a 5.5 month gap, and usually long breaks like that will kill YouTube channels. So when he came back, the first Bloxburg video he made did amazing because everyone wanted to see where he went, but the following videos unfortunately didn't perform as well as they used to. Due to this, he eventually switched to Pet Simulator, and he's been consistently posting videos on this game ever since. His last Bloxburg video was on October 19th of 2022, and since then he has disappeared from the Bloxburg community. The reasoning behind his long breaks between uploads was not really known, but one explanation I found could be a possibility. Mark's brother mentioned to someone I know that Mark was working with a YouTuber named Landon. They were working on a company named Arc, which creates products and software for augmented reality. The announcement of this company was around the same time of Mark's breaks, but if we go to the company's website, there is no mention of him. So I have no clue how reliable that information is, but what I do know is that DFieldMark suddenly disappeared from the Bloxburg community and has never come back. Lisa Gaming is a pretty well-known YouTuber, not for the right reasons though, and you'll see why soon. Her first ever Bloxburg video was posted on April 9th, 2020, and what she did in this video angered millions of people. Lisa found people in Bloxburg and convinced them to give her co-owner. She then deleted their houses and wasted their money. I think it's pretty obvious why this was upsetting. Later that month, she posted a part 2 where she deleted even bigger houses and wasted even more money. And finally, a couple days after part 2, she posted her final Bloxburg video, where she got banned. Ever since then, she has disappeared from the Bloxburg community. I wonder why. Lisa had a pretty short run on the Bloxburg content creation scene because she only lasted a whopping 18 days before getting banned. So to conclude the video, Lisa Gaming was the only person on this list where people were happy to see her go. And that was some Bloxburg players that disappeared. I wasn't able to fit every Bloxburg player into one video, so if there's anyone I didn't mention, leave their names down in the comments and maybe I'll do a part 2. This video took a while to research, so if you could leave a like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.